Hey, KIC here. Welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. Look at that. Look at Blaze lit up by that red beacon over there. That one will actually be down in a second. Let's go, let's just go wander over there and check it out then. You never know. Sometimes these things are not worth the time and effort. Other times, you can't believe that's all it required. I mean, you never know. And even playing with one of the mods that gets better stuff in them, certainly better than what's in the standard vanilla game, it still can be a toss-up. Since that thing's going to take a minute, let me just go check out Blaze. It's been a while since I have looked at... I think it's a him. Is it a her? It's a him. Yeah, it's a him. You are really close to a level there, buddy. And you know what? I'm going to take that chitin off you. You don't need that. And I'll drop all that meat. You don't need that. I'll take the keratin. You don't need that. And the hides, I'll take that too. Why not? I can actually give all this stuff to the unnamed dog at this point, and she'll get a name eventually. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that one. I might decide I want to name her. I might do another, ask for suggestions. I'm not 100% sure just yet. That would be the pause right there. There we go. So that wasn't particularly exciting. Got another GPS. I have one of those that I got from another beacon. It's stored in my fabricator over in the workshop, so it's not that I don't already have one of those, I just don't really carry it around. And then those metal boots are obviously not as good as the black boots that we have on right now. So I brought the dog over here instead of Skyline. Well, in part because, why not? And here, speaking of why not, let me just light these guys up right quick here. So I want to do a little work in the dark. That's why I'm playing, and it's dark outside. A lot of times I'll start an episode in the morning and we'll kind of wrap it up as night falls, but sometimes you need to see what things look like in the dark so you can make a better evaluation of what it is you want to do, especially when building is concerned. Not what I mean to do. Let me access your inventory. Now, you don't have a ton of stuff on you, but you do have a bunch of cementing paste, which, as it so happens, I need. So we'll go ahead and close that up. I really don't know. I might have to take a pause here and add more metal. We might be okay. I think we'll be okay for a little while. Yeah, I guess cementing paste was really what was needed. And then I think some more crystals will be necessary too. I might need to take a pause and come back in the next evening because that's not many crystals. Well, anyway, here we are. Last time we were over here, we kind of played with things a little bit, and I know that, or at least I'm fairly certain in that I can say that this wood flooring is not going to be permanent. This wood ceiling, I guess, technically. But the reason I know that for certain now is if I go into my engram points, I can go to rounded, and we can take a look at here of the rounded ceiling options I get, and the only ones are stone and metal. I'm not sure which way I want to go. Stone has a certain... I don't know, a certain feel to it. Metal, I'm not sure I'm big on the whole metal look, so I think for right now we're going to go ahead and say we'll take that one, and if I need to take a pause here and go collect some rocks, which, am I not wearing gauntlets? Where did those go? Oh, I bet I put them back in, I was repairing stuff. I bet I put them back into my smithy, repaired them, and forgot to take them out. That seems like something I would do, so... let me go ahead and drop this off in there, just because I don't need to carry that around. And I forgot I have a bunch of keratin that I didn't need to carry, and we'll put that in there too. For the time being, let's see. Let's go ahead and pop open our engrams here so we can look up the cost of the rounded ceiling. So 60 stone, 30 wood, 20 thatch. I think we can manage that. There are some rocks nearby. Let's go ahead and pull a torch out so we can see. So 60 stones, a bunch of wood. Wood won't be a problem to get. We're going to head this way for the stones because I think this will get us far enough away that we're not going to have to worry about not being able to harvest these things again. My apologies. It is really super dark here for a second. And that would be... that rock is now gone. Good. So let's see if you are part of geometry. Nope, you are not. That's good. So we can go ahead and do that. That gets us close to what we need. I would actually like to get one more rock, and we'll need to get some more wood here. So we'll do some stone. There we go. And then let's go ahead and grab, let's see, we'll need a little thatch. So we'll go thatch first off. This would be a good time to have a mining helmet, wouldn't it? Yeah. I think I might have actually found one of those in a beacon sometime back. And I just haven't carried it around because it's not all that bright, you know? So kind of thought, not really necessary. So I guess I need to look again at these rounded pieces, and I'm not sure. You look like I need one left and one right. So we'll go ahead and say we'll just do one left and one right. And I think I shouldn't weigh my dog down too much at this point because I've used most of those materials. Now, I believe I did say when I originally put those ceiling tiles down that we'll probably have to come back and get rid of them at some point. We'll, you know, replace them with metal, stone, whatever, something. I mean, who knows? I might be able to find a mod that has something that's even better than metal or stone, and that looks really awesome, both as a ceiling and as a floor. I don't know. We'll see. So let's start off with number 7 here. Where are you going to go? That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Ooh. That doesn't look right at all. That's not at all filling in how I expected it to. That's quite useless, honestly. Bummer. Well, here, let me just make sure. Let's go ahead and put the other one down. Okay, let's reload that guy, number 7. That sort of looks good right there. I guess that's because I put another rounded piece there, isn't it? That's my own dumb fault. Oh, no, it's the staircase. That's why. Bummer. I mean, because that does fit properly, so... Here, let's put this one over here. And theoretically... Yeah, why are you not fitting? That I don't understand. Maybe I guess I need another one of that piece, huh? Well, that's kind of annoying. I could have sworn that made sense to me, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, because that just leaves a nice gap right there, but I don't know that I can do anything about that with these stairs. I really do like the look of the curved staircase, and if you look at where this ceiling piece kind of matches, it's not going to go any farther than right over here, so I don't think I have much choice about that at the moment. Well, that's kind of a shame. How late is it? 2:47. All right, well, I'm going to have to worry about my ceiling issues in another time. I think that doesn't need to be done at night. So let's go ahead and access this guy. If we wanted to... No, not this one. This one? Maybe I don't need one for that. Maybe that's what it is. Here, let's bring this guy back up, and we'll do crystal lamp roof. Oh, I'm only going... I can't do any of them. Like I said, I need more crystals, and I need more electronics. No! Bummer. Alright, well, I need to take a break. I will be back with you, let's see, 3:06 a.m., day 54. Well, I'll be back with you on probably day 50, either day 54 late in the evening or day 55 early in the morning, because I need to go collect a bunch of electronics. Yeah, see, I'm not feeling this as a flooring everywhere. In this one little spot, whatever, I'm okay with leaving it, but having a bunch of metal everywhere, I don't really want to do that. I kind of like the rustic look a little bit, the rustic, futuristic look. Anyway, I'll be back with you. It took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's what happens when you try to mine crystal, because holy cow, you don't get much, even with a pretty decent axe. I mean, there we go. That looks like a lot of crystal, because it is. And the only reason I was able to get this much is because I took an extra day. Yeah, took an extra day to do all of this stuff. That's how much I needed to collect and how long it took. And even with basically having 3 flyers, being as careful as I could, dragging them around to carry everything, it just takes time. That's all it is. I mean, if I had, I don't know, Giganotosaurus or something along those lines, then maybe I could use something like that to basically carry all this stuff around. But I don't, so I can't. Here, you can hold that. And, you know, it takes time. It's that simple. Anyway, speaking of Giganotos, I did see a couple of them in one area while I was doing all of this stuff. All my torches, yeah, I guess that makes sense. All my torches are out because I didn't give them a ton of wood, and it has been quite a while. That is to be expected. I really don't have any... I guess I could do that. I do have a bunch of thatch on me. I could put some thatch in here to keep these going, but a couple of wood is probably sufficient just for the remainder of this episode anyway. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I do have some electronics on me. I did mention, as I was saying, there's a couple gigantic toes around. That's still on the to-do list. Sorry. I should probably finish that thought before I continue on. But there you go. Consider that thought now finished. We'll get around to that eventually, just not right away. Now, I don't remember what all I need to make these, and I really don't know what I should expect in terms of how they're going. Man, this is going to be a long day if I can't type anything. Lamp roof. Craft one. Just one. So it needs ingots. Wow, that's using a lot of... Yeah, the 100 crystal thing is just almost unbearable. And I don't know what's going to happen if I put these up and then I end up replacing the ceiling. Will that crystal still hang there? Will that lamp still be there? I would assume it will be, but I don't know that to be true. Let's go ahead and put one right over here. We're going to have that right over the door, so when we come in, let's turn off my light, and then we'll turn that on. There we go. That's not too bad. Now, I do know these things don't give you a ton of light, but let's see. Can I... There we go. I can just barely target you. So, yeah, I'm trying to compare right now. That's no light. That's with the light. Of course, we do have the torches burning nearby. That's helping to illuminate things as well, so that's pretty good. I can work with this, I think. Here, let's go and grab a couple more. That way I can at least make 2 more of these. That'll, I think, will be a good thing to have. Yep, like I said, it's going to be a long day if I can't type. So we'll go ahead and craft 2 more of them. I don't know how many tiles apart we want to go. Maybe 2. Since they aren't super bright, that might not be a bad idea. We'll just do one every 2. So let's see, that would be 1 tile there, 1 tile there. And then we'll go and turn this guy on. Maybe. Turn you on, and then we'll go another 1 and we'll say 2 over here. And yep, that'll be fine. We'll turn that one on. That one made a different sound as it turned on. I wouldn't mind having maybe 1 more over here, kind of by this door. We have this wall one. That might be sufficient. I suppose I could always break it down and move it over here and then have another wall one right there. That might be a good idea as well. And we can, of course, put other wall ones on kind of those areas. Man, this is crazy. I've spent 2 game days collecting all this junk just to blow through it in literally a matter of seconds in terms of how long it's taking to craft these things. I mean, just like that, I am pretty much out of all the stuff I need to make these lamps. I can make 1 more, of course, but wow. Let me just say wow. Holy cow, wow. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that one right there, and I should probably, as I'm thinking about it here, probably go ahead and just blast through the last of it and put 1 right. Well, no, I do have that one there. Okay, so I do want to figure out what's going on with my ceiling thing. I apparently, maybe I need to build another right tile. I don't know. That just, something about that seems a little funky. Wow, I just really took the long way to get over to my bird. Holy cow. Skyline, if you could laugh, you would be laughing at me right now, and deservedly so, because that was just silly. That made no sense. I really took the long way to get around there. I have no excuses for that. Let's go ahead and bust out the axe. Once again, it is nice and dark. My apologies for that. Here, there you go. I'll give you a little bit of sky so you can see what's going on. And I might need some more wood here. I think that's going to be what I need. So we'll do another round right tile. So there, I thought there was a tree nearby. Hi, cat. How you doing? Just kind of giving me some headbutts here. And we'll go to... I can't really... there we go. Can't really see what I'm doing when you're in the way like that. So thank you for that. I do appreciate your contribution. Making things interesting. No, I'm going to have to ask you not to do that. There you go. There, I'll pet you like this. How's that? Is that better? Does that make you happy? Wow, it is almost morning here. Oh, that would be my doorbell. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out if this last piece will end up doing the trick. I'm highly suspicious that it won't. And it does. Yeah, kind of had a bad feeling that it would be. And I don't understand why that is. Well, I guess I do. The left one is to kind of face these directions. So I would put a left one over here, I suspect, if I weren't using that staircase. But that's okay. So just taking a quick look one more time here. I'm going to put my torch away. I don't really need it. And seeing as it is pretty much morning and the sun is rising, not bad. Not too bad. I'm not sure if we should go one more wall lamp here and one here and get rid of this one. I don't know just yet. This might be sufficient. I mean, if I put some more torches out there and have them running all the time, then of course that would be another way of having light. But, you know, just for kicks, here, let me go ahead and turn these off. I realize that the sun is rising and not... Hello, cat. Welcome back. Not going to get a true picture of what things look like, but just, you know, because I can here. One last idea. Yeah, that's not bad. And I know there's a lot of this illumination is from daylight, but on the whole, not bad. I feel like this place is coming together. So we need to start working on the second floor, and I guess we should probably figure out what's going to go on the first floor. We might want to throw down some furniture. I guess we can take care of that at some point in the near future, but we do need to start building some walls up so we can get the second floor going nice and proper. And I'm going to have to figure out how I want to handle this area right here. I don't know yet. I have an idea, but that's undecided. Anyway, we'll worry about that on another episode. So don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do consider subscribing if you have not. Let me know what you think about this building, sorts of things you'd like to see on the first and second floor. And I'll catch you on another episode. So until then, thanks for watching. See you later.